Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Mechamac. This is the Let's Play of the Devil. I hope I can remember how I can play this game because, I'm finding these trials to be a bit tricky. In the last episode we did cross-examination of the doctor, and we did get enough evidence to show that we at least have to keep going with the trial, so that's why we called up the detective. So, yeah. The police want to claim that they've eliminated every other possibility and covered every angle. But I know there are a number of blind spots that they're not willing to admit to. Okay, I'm going to be doing something different for this one. I'm going to be listing down every bit of evidence I get. So that when I start to actually see the thing, I can double check my notes when I get a chance to. Ashley met with the witness at 7:30 PM last night, and by 8 PM, he was dead. He's the one who prepared their drinks. And there was no opportunity for the witness to ever slip him something. He drank from a cup that he himself poisoned. Seems pretty cut and dry if you ask me. But just to be sure, we scanned the kitchen, the lab, the basement. And there was no poison anywhere else. She slipped up there. She slipped up there and made a claim she can't actually support. All I need to do is point it out, and I'll get to watch her self-destruct, which should be fun. Okay, I want to have a look at my evidence again. Forensic analysis shows matches for his fingerprints, but toxicology tests have proven inconclusive. Too much whiskey was drunk and or evaporated. No additional traces found anywhere at the scene or in David's penthouse. Which one was the upright cup? It's alphabetical, isn't it? No, it doesn't seem to be. It looks almost alphabetical, but a small plastic cup with a small amount of whiskey left on it, found upright on the dining table at the scene of the crime. Saliva and fingerprints match Helen Jung. Contains no traces of foreign elements. Can I run this one by her again? It sounds like David's cup is the analysis. Toxicology tests have proven inconclusive. Wanna bet? You can't make that claim, not when the evidence record clearly shows that tests of Dr. Ash's cup were inconclusive. The police can't claim he drank from a poisoned cup without first proving that his cup was, in fact, poisoned.
You're talking a lot of sense, lady. Does it resolve, or do you need a response, D.A. Rockford?
Testing on the deceased cup has been inclusive so far, Your Honour. I don't dispute that. Though I'd be surprised if the defence has any idea how else the poison could have possibly been delivered to Dr. Asher alone. Not at this time, but that's the funny thing about the burden of proof. It's not on the defence. As we're all aware.
Right. We all knew that. I definitely knew that.
Oh, of course she did. Now, if the people are done bemoaning that pesky innocent until proven guilty issue, perhaps I could begin my cross-examination?
Fire away, baby.
Fire away? Baby? Oh, it's time for more logic blackjack. Ray's testimony is meant to show that David's the only one who could have poisoned himself. She'll be on guard and heart set against helping me, but if I keep our focus on eliminating other possibilities, I could get her to make my point for me before she even realizes what happened. If I keep her focused on other possibilities, I feel like this is our safest option. We'll see what we have to work with afterwards. Detective, isn't it possible that Dr. Asher was poisoned off camera? Possible. I don't know how else it could have been done. But that just goes to show it had to be given suicide. The only time he was off camera, he was all by himself. Oh wow, we went... Darn it. Bust already, so I picked the one bad option. That's not where I wanted to leave the conversation. It might have certainly seemed that way, yes. The only people you saw on the cameras that night were Dr. Asher and this witness, correct? Yeah, there was no footage in the house of anyone else. Are there any parts of the house that aren't recorded by camera? Sure. There are a number of rooms in the home's interior that don't have cameras in them. So it's possible there were other people that night because cameras weren't watching every room. No, that's not possible. The only way up to the penthouse is through the building's elevator or the fire escape stairs, both of which are on camera. And that still wouldn't get you past the front door, which is also on camera. No one besides the two of them was there that day. What? I feel... It's risky since we've gone bust before, but I want to see what she has to say. I think I'm going to reload to a previous save and just redo these trial segments so I can get a perfect score at the end of it because I don't like losing. What about before that day? If they had been there before yesterday? Then we would have seen him leave, again through the front door. Damn it, that's also a bad shot. We would have found them during the course of our investigation of the house. Your Honour, I believe I've exhausted this particular line of questioning. Oh. Not that exhausted, god damn it. Was he seen poisoning himself? Detective, we've been doing a lot of assuming and reasoning in quick succession, so I'll ask this plainly for the court. Is there any photographic evidence showing David Asher adding anything to his drink that night? No. Seems he had already poured for the both of them by the time he returned to the parlour. He had already poured? In that case, the next questions need to be when and what. Any poison in the kitchen? That feels weird to me. Detective Reyes, during the course of your investigation, did you find any samples of Delta in the kitchen or the parlour? No. That was a fast answer. Well, it was a pretty easy question. If we had found poison at the scene of the crime, that'd be pretty important, don't you think? What about in his lab? His bedroom? His basement? No, and no. We didn't find Delta or any other unusual substances in any part of his penthouse. Right, they never found any poison. No poison at all? What about a poison container? At any point in the investigation was poison found on the body of the deceased? No? He must have been searched. Did he have any capsules or vials, eyedroppers? Didn't even have his wallet on him. Why? Thank you for enlightening the court about this point, Detective. What point? Well, I think it's strange, don't you, Detective? I mean, how could he have possibly poisoned himself without first procuring some poison? Blackjack! What do you mean, procure? Where did it come from, Detective? The poison that you're so sure was dissolved in his drink? It can't have come from thin air, you understand? It had to have been in another container at some point. Whatever it was in before, it probably evaporated. All of it? It only took a small droplet to kill. Your Honor, are you going to ask them to keep it civil?
In a minute, sure.
I think AD is enjoying it, fighting a lot. All this bickering. There wasn't any pill bottle in his bathroom or syringe in his pocket containing this apparently deadly substance. So how did he get it? What did he keep it in? The police want to claim that Dr. Asher committed suicide because they've established that his guest never had an opportunity to kill him. But they failed to prove that the victim had means to kill himself. And then I guess I'll be the one to move things along. Are you about to pull an Edgeworth? The Delta didn't come out of thin air, Counselor. It didn't come from a syringe either. Dr. Asher was able to drip the poison right into his cup, straight from the source. Oh boy, this is getting hairy because I think she's already figured out what the poison is, similar to what I theorized it to be. Shit, that's way too specific to be a bluff. Allow me to submit into evidence Exhibit G. A piece of machinery found in Dr. Asher's laboratory. Sold under the product name Nanofacturer.
Oh, I know this one. It's used in delicate scientific work to produce nanomachines, chemical compounds, and polymers.
That's the same machine I saw when Dawes gave me a tour of the production floor. Very good, Your Honor. It's a valuable tool in any scientific laboratory, and Dr. Asher was well acquainted with its use. As a matter of fact, he had a number of presets coded into it. Even the android can see where this is going. With just a few taps, he could reproduce any number of specific substances for his research. Or any other chemical his heart desired, really. You think Randolph Mechanics would allow their product to be used to produce illicit chemicals? Using the Nanofacturer to make unlicensed drugs does go against their terms and conditions. So Dr. Asher's warranty is certainly null and void. But they can't hard-code their machines to prevent the production of a drug that hasn't been invented yet. That's... Dr. Asher died when his respiratory system failed because of a depressant overdose. For him, it would have been peaceful, like falling asleep. You see, he didn't need to commission a synthetic drug from some street vendor or order an exotic poison from overseas. He could produce Delta at any time in the comfort of his own home. A quick and painless death readily available in under a minute at the touch of a button. Specifically, preset number 19. I thought I actually heard something for a moment there, but I was playing into Emma's hand the entire time. That is such an Edgeworth move. Seems like we're done with this witness, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. But before we move on, perhaps we should take a moment and put together a timeline of events as we know them. Not for me, of course, just in case someone else might need it.
It's simple enough. We know that Dr. Asher left the parlour and went down to the basement at 7:36 p.m. That's where he got the whiskey, and the cups they drank from. The cameras show him returning to the parlour to drink with the witness at 7:40 p.m. And of course, we know that he fell ill and passed away shortly thereafter. Any objections so far, Councillor? I don't feel like I can... Yeah, if Ray says she made a mistake with the timeline, we really don't have anything that we can push it here. I'm gonna stay. Not at this time, no. The timeline you've described is accurate, as we know it. As you say, with this latest piece of evidence, we now know that Asher could have easily dispensed the poison directly into his cup by placing it inside the nanofacturer, activating the preset, and simply waiting 2 minutes. Easily accomplished during the 4 minutes he spent off camera from 7:36 to 7:40. Wouldn't you say?
Ooh, a complete timeline of events. He had the means, he had the only opportunity. Seems like we're about ready to wrap up here, no?
Where are we on that loading bar of yours, Sarah? Adenoir, I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, Councillor, are we done here? Emma's argument is missing something. It has to be missing something because we don't have any other way to make a case here, but... Oh boy, I'm not entirely sure what it is. We don't have that much wriggle room with this. I am definitely going to need to reload my stuff. I feel like we have to raise, but I don't know where we're going with this. Oh boy, I hope I don't have to cut the episode early because we've made too many mistakes. Feels like we're missing at least one biggie here, folks. Namely, motive.
Oh, right. I knew that. I wasn't getting excited to finish early or anything.
Of course you weren't. This is a preliminary hearing, Councillor. Our focus should be on the evidence, so... Just feels like an awful waste of taxpayer dollars to go to get all us down here for a debate and not get to the truth of the matter, you know? So, I was hoping we wouldn't have to go through this next part. What are you talking about? Your Honour, if it pleases the court?
Ooh, new evidence? Gimme!
This is a recording of a phone conversation dated at 6:30 p.m. last night between the deceased and a man he was in a relationship with. A man named Isaac Porter. Porter and David's breakup call? If Emma wants to present it here, now, then the content must be... Relevance, Your Honour?
Yeah, that. What bearing does this recording have on the case at hand?
It establishes what emotional state the deceased was on the day he died.
Cool. Begin playback.
Hello? Always so soft-spoken. Isaac, you there? Yeah, I'm here. What's wrong? Dunno. Guess I wasn't expecting you to pick up. Why not? Did you mean to call me? Yeah, I did. You gonna ask me how I've been? Yeah, how have you been? Christ, David. What's the matter? Whatever it is, whatever I did, I'm sorry. Whatever you did, that's alright, man. I'm sure you are sorry. I just don't want any more apologies from you. I'm sorry. Okay. And I don't think I want anything from you anymore, David. What do you mean? I shouldn't have done this. This was unnecessary. My bad for not taking the hints. With you, it's always better left unsaid, right? More efficient that way, so you can keep working. Isaac, if I've been distant with you, or nah, you haven't been distant with me, or cold with me, or anything with me for a while. Isaac, just forget it, man. Forget I called. Forget it all, yeah? Let's just forget we were ever anything but strangers. That's all we are now, anyway. Isaac, recently I've been distracted, I know. Nah, don't worry about it. Really, we're good. Okay. So do you need anything? Or should I? That's got to hurt. Where did you even get this? All of Dr. Ash's incoming and outgoing phone calls were recorded by the building's penumbra system. The recording continued for several seconds after each call was ended, for quality assurance. Remind me to check the terms and conditions on my next phone bill. So that got added to the evidence, right? All phone calls received or made from inside the noble executive apartment building that David Asher lived in are automatically intercepted and recorded by the building's penumbra security system. This is common knowledge among all noble employees living in the facility. I hope that's going to be important in a second here. Shall we hear the rest? Gotta be the last time. The last time I let someone... The last time. Father... It might just be a call, but it makes for pretty damning evidence at this point of the discussion. Emma's got her means, opportunity, and motive all lined up. So why is she looking at me like that?
That was depressing. Can we finish up without anything else that horrible?
Look at those eyes. She is very upset about this. Emma's never been apologetic in victory. So does that mean this is just... pity? Less than 2 hours before Dr. Asher died, Isaac Porter ended their relationship over the phone. Slightly before usual, but I think this is where I want to call it. I do have to do some work off screen, so until next time, guys. Take care. We'll try to figure out what's going on here, but I at least think that I picked right at the second call. I think this was something I had to raise to get more evidence, hopefully. I'm pretty sure would have been penalized by now if it had been a mistake. Anyhow, until next time, guys, take care. We'll see you all around.